Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this. Oh man, I connected my Ethernet, but then I forgot to go to it. If my internet starts getting weird, I can switch over to that. Just so you guys know, I've got tons of options. I finished the Lucifer finale last night, and I felt so sad. Do you guys ever finish a show that you've been watching for like 7 years? And I don't know. I used to cover it for AfterBuzz, whatever it was. I finished it last night. I was like, I can't believe Lucifer's gone. So then I went in a panic where I was like, I gotta find another show. And then I tweeted out asking people's favorite show of the year, and there was just so many. It was overwhelming. So I got a lot of TV talk to go over with you guys. Plus, a trailer today dropped for Britney versus Spears. Really interesting name choice by Netflix. Netflix is putting out a documentary on Britney Spears, Free Britney. You guys know we talk about that here almost every day. We've been talking about that here for years now, and I'm glad to see that Netflix and the people are catching up. But we have Britney versus Spears to talk about in that trailer. Netflix acquired Roald Dahl's Story Company, all the Roald Dahl rights to the stories. So that opens up a lot of doors and some things that are already in the works that I want to talk about. And then Fantastic Beasts 3 announced its name. Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. My genuine lack of caring about this movie is so high, but we can kind of discuss briefly what we think of that or what this is going to be like. That also brought up a lot of Johnny Depp stuff. And then I watched this Johnny Depp video today about how he thinks nobody's safe from being canceled and how he feels safe now because like the truth has set him free or whatever. That whole situation is so messy and gross. I don't even know how to talk about it anymore. It's like, blah, blah. But we will, because we're here live at the Roxy, and that's what we do. Roller coaster. Yeah. Get on the ride. That should be the slogan of the show. Come take a ride. Although that sounds like a weird sex thing. And it's not. Rewind the last little bit of my show. I also left my tea outside of this room. So I have no tea for this show. It's so weird for me. Where's my tea? Where's the tea? I'm just going to sip tea. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's World Girl Wednesday. Tonight on the show, it's going to be Ask Me Anything. But today on Live at the Roxy, you guys know you can always ask me whatever it is. So streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Questions, comments, concerns, whether it's about Lucifer, TV shows, Britney versus Spears, Netflix acquiring Roald Dahl properties, Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, Johnny Depp, or any of the other things. Send in those Streamlabs. Send them in loud. Send them proud. I think we've already gotten one or two coming through. So let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs to start off the show. And it's a weird pop-up. Gonna look at that later. In the Streamlabs, coming in from, keep scrolling, Glenn Caesar. Hello and a happy World Girl Wednesday, Roxy, and all your nicknames. Well wishes and a thank you to you for hanging out. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, Grammy Papo, your dad, Jet, Sky, and all the rock stars. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other. Thank you. I was just on the phone with Grammy today. We've got big weekend plans. Now we're just going to get our nails did. You guys know I showed you I've had two different colors. I don't know if you can see from there, but there's been two different colors on my nails. You can't really tell. And they're super grown out. These are my real nails, but they look bizarro because they've grown out so much. And these ones are more orange and these ones are more red. It's just fucking whatever it is. But we're going to get our nails done. And we're going to do errands and food and whatever, the whole thing. So excited for that. I also think I'm seeing my friend Lauren LaGrasso this weekend, who you guys know, and that would be nice. And maybe another one of my friends. Just trying to keep busy so I don't throw myself off the roof. It's not funny to joke about those things, but that's my sick sense of humor that keeps me sane. Just let me have that one. Glenn Caesar also says, I hope you each continue to break apart, remove all constipation and blockages, physical or energetic, by breathing in and out fully, deeply, and saying, I love myself. I forgive myself. I accept myself. I fully embrace myself. So you attain balance every day. Does balance include all of the Starbursts that I've been eating? God, I love Starbursts. Roxy and rockstars who show up to give their support whenever, however they can. Thank you for being a friendly support pillar of strength. The people around you, everyone who's battling, keep fighting. You're a winner. Every win for you is a win for all. Your story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Being so unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not. These shoes are black knot. What is the LAG line? This suit is black knot. As well as being kind, caring, and fully unique makes you humane, worthy, and a warm fireball. It's a warm mini fireball, I guess. I don't know why we got to be so many, though. Everyone here, I hope you each get to smile and laugh out loud like a child at least once a day, and today and every single day for the rest of your lives, so you glow in your flow and radiate because you're priceless, necessity, and inspiration of hope. I hope you live in serenity and actually get to see, feel, or perceive the yellow or green colored energies, sparkles of happiness and joy manifesting in your day-to-day life today, in your days, your weeks, your months, and even your years. Oh, friends. Thank you for that, Glenn. Appreciate you and everybody who's joining us live today. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate y'all. Okay. In here, shout out to Glenn Caesar, John Get Bent, Manny Gonzalez, Mohammed Belsin, Jake Yakavetta, Andrew W., George Pruitt, French Taunter, Ryan Payne, Bring the Pain, Kurt, what up, Dirt Hagans, Hitman Hudson, Brennan, Mystical Mar, love that, Stormy Woods, Travis Gilbert, Jake Yakavetta, Christian Hardesty, Damith, ASAP, Ed Menjavar, keep scrolling. Srikar Kandala, thank you for being in here. And everybody else who's joining us, Matt Link, Bruce Banner, Demo Katabe, what's up, Demo? John Perillo, Mark Jason Ali, who says, I'm back. Love to hear it. Love to hear every one of you guys joining the show. Oh, gosh. The AC gets loud, and not only does it get loud, but it's fucking chilly. I've got my big coat next to me. It's going to be a goofy thing to wear for the show, but hey, sometimes you just got to warm up however you can. I look like I have no neck. I have no neck. This is very nice. High five. Okay, so let's break down some of the stuff. Ryan Payton says, I barely hear the AC. For me, it's V loud. It's V loud, but I always on Wednesdays have to set it really low because Dorina likes it really cold. I don't even know if she would say she likes it really cold, but she likes it much colder than I have it. Every time she walks in, she's like, it's so hot in here. And so I always try to blast the AC on Wednesdays before she gets here so she feels comfortable here. Because I like when the girls are comfortable. I love my girls. I love the fucking World Girls. Oh my God, I love the World Girls. We did Dear Evan Hansen on Monday together and hung out. And then Tuesday, we did our Patreon exclusive stream, and they're coming here today. Those are my people. Potty people. Going into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Lloyd Nance popping through says, hi, Roxy. Hey, Lloyd. Happy to have you here, my dear. My first super chatter ever. I'll always remember that. Lloyd is the frickin' best. And anybody else who wants to send Streamlabs, it's so weird how we used to have like 250 people watching the show live, and now we have 34, and YouTube is like so not pushing out long form content. But it's so weird because while YouTube is no longer pushing out these long form content, or they're barely sending out notifications and they're not prioritizing any of this stuff, I feel like more than ever, I'm liking longer form content. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting away from that millennial life, but like the TikTok stuff, it's cool. I like that for when I'm on TikTok, but like, I don't really want to listen to somebody's podcast for 5 minutes or hear them talk about things for 5 minutes. Anytime I'm watching like news stories, I'm like, can they elaborate a little more? Can they talk a little bit more about this? So while maybe YouTube is doing it for the money, I don't know if they're following consumer behavior. But maybe they are. Maybe I'm a rarity. How are you guys feeling about long form content? Is that your jam these days? Are you not that into it? Let us sister know. So there was a Britney Spears trailer that came out. We already talked about Framing Britney Spears, the documentary that dropped. It was a New York Times documentary that came out. I believe it was on FX Hulu. And we watched that. That was almost months and months ago. We talked about that on the show. But now there's going to be a Netflix doc that's been percolating. It's been in talks for a while. We've been talking about how it's supposed to be happening. We didn't know many details. But a trailer dropped today about this documentary, a 1 minute, 30-second trailer. The documentary is going to be called Britney versus Spears. Now, I think that is a good name for the documentary in the sense that people will know exactly who it's about because both Britney and Spears are in the title. So Britney versus Spears is kind of like, you know who it's about. And it's also interesting enough that people might be like, what the fuck is this? Britney versus Spears. It's Britney Spears. But the way that it is set up makes it sound like this is Britney versus all the Spears, which she has been very vocal about how the fact it's not just Jamie. She has come out and said that it's her whole family that she feels betrayed by. But it's also, I feel like, and not the title doesn't have to explain everything, but the title does negate the fact that this is actually Britney versus conservatorships. This is bigger than just Britney versus her family. That sounds like a domestic issue. Britney versus Spears sounds like there's been some bad things that have gone down with her family. This is a 13-year-long conservatorship that's coming to an end based on our government's absolute butchering of this person's life and our court system failing her so egregiously. And yes, also Jamie Spears and the family sucking. But it is an interesting title, especially because also she is Britney Spears. She's the most famous of the Spears. She's the Spears that we think of when we think Spears. So it almost sounds like Britney versus herself in some ways. So I'm not sure how I feel about the title. I'm curious how you guys feel about Britney versus Spears. But I do think it's click-worthy enough that it will get people to watch it. And that is the most important thing, because while we know that I've been very invested in Free Britney for a long time, and you guys have been very invested in Free Britney for a long time, the general public still doesn't even know what the fuck happened. Even if they've heard the phrase Free Britney, they are not well versed. And so maybe this will cause people to click on Britney versus Spears and maybe actually learn more about it. The actual trailer was very short. Like I said, I like long form content, so it was a little too short for me. It was kind of like a teaser trailer. And we hear a little bit from Britney in this. We hear from people doing investigations or how would you say that? Investigation work. What is the word that I'm looking for? Investigatory? It doesn't sound right. Whatever, they're investigating the situation. And there's normal people who are doing it. There are people who are really looking into it in the family. And there are people who are getting documents that we have not seen before about, and this is something we've talked about on the show, but documents that haven't been seen, investigatory, says Sir Joker. Hi, Sir Joker. Investigatory sounds weird, right? Investigatory? They're doing investigatory work. And it's about how Jamie has financial benefit from being her conservator, or the family is financially benefiting from being the conservator. We also hear that one part of an expert in there saying, I've represented many conservator cases in my time, dozens, and none of them has the person who's under the conservatorship ever held down a job, as opposed to Britney Spears, who not just holds down a job, but holds down a very demanding, an extremely demanding job. So I'm interested in this. They got me hooked, and just no matter what happened, I would have watched this, because you guys know how obsessed I am with Free Britney. But they definitely have me intrigued. And usually these Netflix cases really can help deep dive into what's going on and break it down for people. So I'm really grateful that they're doing this. And I hope that we get to hear more from Britney, who we are hearing a little bit from in the trailer. And I wonder who else is going to be in this documentary. Investigatory. Just doesn't sound right. Investigatory. Weird. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strayer, getting your questions, comments, concerns. Going on in here right now, we have Hitman Hudson, who says, I watched 2 movies yesterday, Rush and Dog Day Afternoon. Rush was good and Dog Day Afternoon was freaking fantastic. I have a question. I have a crush on this woman, and I'm debating whether to buy her flowers, a sword, or both. Thoughts? I would need to know way more. Is she a flowers kind of girl or is she a sword kind of girl? What's the sword for? I would love to hear more. Glenn Caesar in the house says, LOL Roxy, you're mini fireballs because otherwise you'd be a regular size or big fireball and spontaneously combust. Oh, I don't wish that pain or possible death on anyone, even my worst enemy. Besides, you know me and how I talk about energy. So yeah. Thanks, Glenn. Curtis Mason in the house with that big support. Thank you, Curtis. Curtis says, I prefer long form content on YouTube because I typically listen to YouTube while I'm working or driving. I hope you're doing well, Roxy. Yeah, me too. So I don't like that to change it all the time. If I wanted to change it all the time, I'd listen to music. So I like that long form. And I wonder why YouTube is not emphasizing it enough these days or at all. And they're also not emphasizing anything that's going live, or they're not promoting that. It's all, they like the pre-tape stuff right now. It's just so different than what it was a year ago. Maybe because people are back at work. Glenn says sword. Okay, LOL. Carol Figuera in the chat says, I would like both flowers and a sword. Honestly, I would like both too. But I would like a little bit of an explanation. Hitman Hudson says the sword is so she can stab her enemies. Wait, I need more. Investigatory. I got to do some investigatory work to get down to the bottom of this. Gotta get down to the bottom of this. Send in streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. I would love to hear from you guys. So what are you thinking about this Britney versus Spears trailer? Any other thoughts on this? Do you think it's going to bring new information to light? We seem to be coming towards the end of this awful 13-year conservatorship and just going to keep talking about it until we got a free chica on our hands who just is living her best life. Netflix acquires Roald Dahl story something. All the Roald Dahl properties. This is interesting. This is interesting news because I love Roald Dahl. I love Netflix. And I think this could be a really good home for it. When I read this, I was like, what even could they do? But it seems like they already have some stuff going on. It's Roald Dahl Story Company is the name of the company. And they already have Taika Waititi's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory animated series in the work, which I love Willy Wonka and I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I saw some fucking dumbass tweet the other day. Who makes a better Willy Wonka, Johnny Depp or Gene Wilder? And it's like, are you guys stupid? And I'm not trying to throw shade on Johnny right now about that particular thing. It's not that I thought he did a bad job, but like one of those is the best performances of all time. It was made for him. What are we talking about? So I'm not that, even though I'm obsessed with the property, I think it's one of the greatest stories and so exactly the kind of thing I want to tell, which has life lessons in it, but in a fantastical way. I just love, I think it might be a top 10 movie for me. I love the original. But I'm not a big animated person. And I don't know what Charlie and the Chocolate Factory animated series could do, but Taika Waititi has me interested. Just live action always has me more interested, and I wonder what story they're trying to tell. So curious about that. This next one I'm really interested in. Matilda the Musical film starring Emma Thompson as Miss Trunchbull. That sounds great. And that being at Netflix sounds very accessible, exciting. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. And all of the yeses from me. What property of Roald Dahl's would you want to see most made into a Netflix project, and what project would you want to see? I'm curious your guys' thoughts. Bruce Banner says, I want to see the BFG. I'm good on another Willy Wonka movie. Yeah, but it's not a movie. It's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory animated series, and it's Taika Waititi. So, like, that's just kind of a wild combination of things. Thank you, Jake Yacovetta, for putting the Streamlabs link in here. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Appreciate you. Yeah, you guys are all saying Gene Wilder. Yeah, it's not even a question. Like, what is that question? Sometimes questions are like, ooh, could it be this person? Could it be this person? It's like, nah, dog. There's only one answer to that. How could there be another answer? I'm excited, though. More Roald Dahl, the more better. That's my growing up was definitely my favorite author. I thought that all of his stuff just had, like I said, great life lessons while being crazy cool and different and weird. And I was different and weird. So I liked that a lot. People on Twitter have all different things that they're looking forward to the most, but a lot of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory fans on here. A lot of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory fans, which I get. It's probably the biggest of his properties, although there's just a lot of great ones. Ryan Payne says, I hope the show's focused on the character Matilda and doesn't turn into something like Maleficent or Cruella. Yeah, because they're casting Emma Thompson. You just don't know which way they could go. Yeah, I totally get that. Mark Jason Ali says, I want to see the twits. That would be bonkers. I remember that. Manny says, yes, the twits have been around a while. Mark Jason Ali said, Gene Wilder is the greatest Willy Wonka. Depp is weird in a bad way. He's just not, his legacy is just not aging well. She'll talk about that in a little bit. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Getting your questions, comments, concerns about any of the things we're talking about or yourself. You never know. Whatever it is you want to talk about. Glenn Caesar says, I prefer longer form content. Works better for me. Seems to be more engaging to me in general. I appreciate watching and listening to something that can really capture my attention and focus. Something that I can dive into and invest my time in. I'm the same way, Glenn. I'm the same way. Matt Link in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hi, Roxy. Was super excited to see on your Twitter that you started watching Reservation Dogs. My wife's Native American, and we're so happy to see cultural representation both in front of and behind the camera. Hope you like the show. Keep rocking. Yeah, so I tweeted out last night and I said, what is the #1 best show of the year? And I was so excited with how much response I got because I love when I tweet something and so many people are engaged in that tweet because we all just want to feel connected. And so it's like the thing I care about, one of the things I care about most in the world is television. And so to see everybody else care about like, no, this is the best show. This is the best show. It was just exciting for me. And I read every single one of the tweets. I continue to read all the tweets that come in. I love that. And so Reservation Dogs just kept popping up and I had heard good things about it, but so many people were saying it was the #1 best show of the year. So I was like, I have to start that. So I'm 2 episodes in and so far I think it's fine. It's not clicking for me. I'm watching it on Hulu. It's an FX show. The characters are young. It's kind of reminding me of Outer Banks a little bit right now. And so Outer Banks, it took me a few episodes to really get into, but Outer Banks is a drama. This is a comedy. There's definitely been some sad moments on it, but it is for sure representing a culture that I rarely ever, if not never, see on television represented. So I think that's really cool. I'm definitely going to stick with it. It's coming off of watching things like Schmigadoon or Mythic Quest, which were immediately making me like hysterically laugh out loud. The show hasn't made me laugh yet. And so I'm sticking with it. I definitely will give it at least a few episodes. I know it's currently still airing, but it feels like it's kind of finding its footing in the first couple of episodes. Hopefully I really like it. I'll keep you guys posted on that. And The Circle dropped their new most recent 4 episodes yesterday. So I've got to watch that. I watched Bachelor in Paradise last night too. Oh boy. And Big Brother. Oh boy. Some of my reality shows are really taking me for a turn. And I'm back on Floribama Shore, which came back. And Walking Dead, so I'm 1 up behind on that. We got a lot of TV going on right now. A lot of TV. It's not on regular FX. I think it is on a regular FX. I just happen to watch FX on Hulu. So, but maybe it's just on Hulu. I don't know. I don't know how that Disney merger fully worked, but I watch it on Hulu. I think it's FX on Hulu. I think. I'm not sure. Send in Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What show do you guys think that I need to watch or that you're watching? What's the #1 show for you? My opinion doesn't matter anyway, says Bruce Banner. Why? Taika doing it is interesting. I guess I'll just watch it. Why do you think your opinion doesn't matter on the show? Without my tea. I've got a horse. I've got a frog in my throat. Also, we've brought up Johnny Depp way too many times this episode, but we're going to continue to do it because Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore. Gosh, it's crazy because I barely remember what went down in the Harry Potter movies. I really liked them at the time, but I don't really remember what happened. I read the first couple of books and then I saw the movies and I remember really liking them. Because I like fantasy stuff, but in the same way that I watch Star Wars, I'm a casual fan. I'm a casual fan. I love it when I'm watching it, but when I'm not, I'm just I don't know all the ins and outs and characters and ups and downs. I like it. I like to put it on. But it was because they were so enjoyable and the story was so enjoyable and the characters were so enjoyable. I saw the first Fantastic Beasts and I was like, that was good. It was okay. It was fine. It's cool to look at. All the beasts were cool and shit. And I was like, whoa, all these beasts were fucking awesome. Then I saw the second Fantastic Beasts and I was like, whoa, that was not a good movie. That was a really, really not well done film. Really didn't like that. Really did not like that. Ugh. And I kind of didn't even think it was going to get a third one because of how poorly, just nobody in my theater liked it. It was not for me, not for so many people. And then, it's because it's a big franchise movie and clearly I think it's going to make them a lot of money. Fantastic Beasts 3 is announced and it's The Secrets of Dumbledore. Feel like it's smart to have Dumbledore in the title because you're getting those Harry Potter fans involved and secrets, Chamber of Secrets, just everybody likes secrets. It's like putting secret on your magazine title and everybody knows, oh wow, it's a secret. So I don't know. I don't know what this third one's gonna be. The whole J.K. Rowling part of it all is like, ugh, too. Because she doesn't even realize that, like, we know that she is a sexist, transphobic, just no, we don't like anything she says. But she also created a piece of work that is so not that and is supposed to be so inclusive of everybody. So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I'm going to see it, but like, I don't think I'm looking that forward to it. That doesn't mean it won't be good, but it's just not high on my list of excitement. How are you guys feeling about this Fantastic Beasts movie? And did this title change anything for you? Let me know. Curtis Mason in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, does Reservation Dogs have anything to do with Tarantino? Not trying to be funny. I'm genuinely curious. I don't think so. I don't think that Reservation Dogs has anything to do with Tarantino. Are you talking about because of Reservoir Dogs? Because I think, I just think they have nothing to Reservation Dogs because it takes place on a reservation. I don't think it has anything to do with Tarantino. But let me look into it. I don't even know the show that I'm watching, Reservation Dogs. I don't even know who's involved with it. Let's see, Reservation Dogs. Creators are Sterling Harjo and Taika Waititi. The stars are a bunch of people that I have not seen before, which is cool because, again, they're using people of the culture, so that matters. It's exclusively FX on Hulu. Okay, so FX Reservation Dogs, but it's FX on Hulu. And it says a comedy series about 4 Native American teenagers growing up on a reservation in eastern Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm just missing the comedy part so far. I'm missing the comedy part. So, yeah. Yes, similar in the way that the titles sound the same as Bobby Jackson. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think nothing to do with it. But fair question, Curtis Mason. Thank you for asking. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. The cast presented an award at the Emmys. Did they? I don't even remember that part, Britney. I might have missed that. They're in suits, says G. Smith. Yeah. I thought Reservation Dogs was so good. It's like a junior Atlanta. Well, I love Atlanta, Pink Sweets. I'm only 2 episodes in, though, so you never know. Hopefully, I'll really end up liking it. Everybody's saying it's great. Matt Link says all Native American cast. Yeah. Ryan says that kind of sounds like a joke, but no, it has no connection to Tarantino. No, I don't think it was a joke. I think it was a genuine question. Sometimes when titles sound similar, there is some kind of correlation or connection. So I'll let that slide because I definitely don't think that our leg was getting pulled on that one. I do not. Bruce Banner, going back to Fantastic Beasts, says, I've never followed Fantastic Beasts movies like y'all have, so I really can't give an opinion, but I'm sure it will make a lot of money. I don't think the last one did. I don't know. I think this one will make money if it's good, I think. If it's not good, I don't think it's going to make money. So we will see. We will see. Let me know if you guys have any comments, questions. Britney versus Spears, Roald Dahl, things you want to see Netflix make, Fantastic Beasts. Are you excited about this or not? Or anything going on in your personal life? Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Christian Harsey with that massive support. So much love to you, Christian. Thank goodness for you. Hey, Roxy, really enjoyed the second Fantastic Beasts movie at first. Really? But after a little time to reflect, it's pretty messy. Yeah, for people who enjoyed it, I'm so excited for you that you did. I always want people to enjoy things, but to me, it was just like so all over the place. Still interested in the rest of the story, but it's kind of all over the place. Yeah. Really want to see Dumbledore versus Grindelwald, though. Yeah, I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. I think that like the reason that some people who first saw this movie liked it is because it's still a movie about magic with crazy creatures in it, and it still fucking looks cool. And there's still things that fly and carriages and crazy characters, and there's still a lot of things to grasp onto that are cool. It just the actual story didn't make that much sense and was not that compelling. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hey, Dimple Tits, happy World Girl Wednesday. How are you doing today? How am I doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you. Do you still watch Survivor? I do not watch anymore. I feel bad about that. My mom and I never missed a season together, but I just don't watch it anymore. Comes back tonight. I'm actually pretty excited for it. I love the Harry Potter movies, and I enjoyed the FB Fantastic Beasts movies, so I'm looking forward to this third one. Also, a lot of you guys actually liked the second one. Interesting. In my circles, how sometimes you don't even know how people feel because in your circle, everybody doesn't like something. So I didn't even know. Andrew says, I agree, Roxy, all over the place. Bobby Jackson says, I enjoyed the second one too, but I was tired and kept falling asleep and waking up, so I may need to see it again. Yeah, but if a movie makes you tired, it's probably not a good sign. I mean, maybe you were tired going into the movie, but like a great movie, I think usually keeps you awake. Christian Harsey says, came at me with that really a little quickly. LOL. Sorry, Christian Harsey, and I really appreciate your support, but sometimes you hear that somebody likes something and you're like, what? Okay. That's how I feel every time somebody likes cheese, though. So what the fuck do I know? What the fuck do I know? Like I said, tonight we're doing World Girl Wednesday. That's 6 p.m. D, Steph, and actually Shiv's in the house. Not that Shiv's is just here doing her internship, but I don't know. Maybe you guys do have a question for Shiv's. Maybe Shiv's will answer it. Who the fuck knows? That's 6 p.m. Ask Me Anything. That's tonight. I'm really excited for the next two after that. Also, Sunday, Steph and I are doing a Basic Bitch show. It's going to be bizarro and wild and great. And then on Wednesday, we're dropping our Dominoes episode. And then we actually are doing a live stream Wednesday night with a special guest on it as well. I don't know if we've announced that, but we will. So those are some of the things coming down the pipeline. Tomorrow, I'm here live at the Roxy at 1. And then Friday, only Stupid Answers in the morning. I'm really excited about that episode. I don't know if DJ said what we're doing yet, but I'm excited about that. So that will be on Friday. And then I'll be back here at 1 after that. Does Shivs likes cheese, says Matt. Like, I think everybody but me likes cheese. I'm the only one. I'm the only one who does in the whole world. I don't know if that's true. Actually, I know for a fact that that's not true. But it feels like that sometimes. All right, I'm going to get the fuck out of here, guys, because y'all are talking to me, but you're not really talking to me, And I let you guys know what I'm doing. And we talked all about Britney versus Spears, which is the key to my heart no matter what. Free Britney. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks for being here with us. Shout out to everybody in here. Jeff Aaron, Brittany Parker, John Perillo. Rob says he doesn't like it either. Okay. Mark Jason Ali, John Bainbridge, Matt Link, Redford Reddington, Zozo, Hump Tulips, Bobby Jackson, Christian Hardesty, Joseph Ashley, Bruce Banner, Haltamelli, whose name I always butcher, Matt Link, Manny Gonzalez, ZB, Keep scrolling. Pink Sweets, G. Smith, Curtis Mason, Redford Reddington, Ryan Payne, Jake Yacovetta, Lauren, got here late, but can't wait for World Girls. Yay! Getting your questions now, guys. Steve Cauldron. And all the people. Stay safe, stay sane, make your bed, put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those flumes. French taunter. Don't remember the Holocaust. Brett Miles, Jonathan, the rest of the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them for killing Breonna Taylor, and so much more. Much love to all my friends, and I'll see you tonight for World Girl Wednesday and tomorrow live at the Roxy. Later.